Someone else.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Did you just spit?
Onto two people.
Onto my shoes. These are Nikes, man. Come on.
Oh, I just washed my jeans.
She just pissed hyena piss all over me. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Boneyard Arcade podcast. As always, I'm Lucky.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Graham.
And I'm Josh.
You have interrupted us at a very crucial time where Chloe is already crying. She's spat her drink on us already.
I'm sorry.
There are nudes. Dan is currently making
Yeah.
covert nudes
I'm good now.
to put on Twitter. I'm covered in piss. Josh is covered in piss.
Not real piss, guys. It's just this hyena piss of a cider that I'm drinking. So it's still safe.
Looks
The bottle was
taste great.
fancy.
Where's
The
it
bottle
from?
was fancy. South Africa.
Oh, there's a problem.
And we're back.
How are we? What's new? What's everyone up to? What
Not
have we been doing?
much. We've had a bit of a hiatus. Last week we were meant to start the podcast, but technology and apparently everything was fucking against us. So it was like, let's do it again this week. So here we
Maybe
are
one
finally.
day we'll snip it up into all the bits that weren't just ruined.
Life's
That would-
got to keep things interesting.
That would be a fucking long show. It's like Boneyard Arcade's fuck ups. It's like, what's the time limit on YouTube for this? Like 10 hours. It's like, oh no, that just won't make it on there. Mm-mm.
We should do it like those 24-hour repeats so people can just play it while they go to sleep as well.
10-hour mix.
Would that enrich people's lives or make it worse?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I would
probably.
like to think it's somewhat educational. Your subconscious will tell you not to fuck things up in general.
Don't fuck things up, otherwise you end up like these guys.
Yeah.
Just be better, because if you were
stay in
better,
school.
then you wouldn't have a problem.
Stay in school, kids. We did RTX, and that's why we were away. And it was amazing and so good. And we've brought back a present.
Grab it.
Grab it right by the dick. This. Look at that Boneyard Arcade unicorn. It's got a pearl necklace and it's covered in dicks. And
buddy.
all of our precious babies who came to our panel at RTX in Austin gave this to us after we finished the panel. Dan actually didn't get to get presented with the unicorn because you were doing shoey in the corner.
Shoeies with everyone.
It was good.
It was
being a
great.
good
I
lad.
fucking loved it.
Team player.
Such a good time. Holy fuck. And
Already looking forward
I'm
to
so
next
proud of
year.
it. Look at that glitter dick.
glitter dick. And there's a dick on the dick.
Yeah.
I think that was Sammy.
There's a knob underneath it.
Was it Sammy who drew the
I
dick
believe
on the
it
dick?
was.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
can't remember. A
Lot
lot of
from Sammy.
Oh
Look,
yeah,
it's
there it is.
spunking too.
Wow, Jesus
Veiny.
Christ! We might take pictures of the spunk and put it on,
yeah.
so you can
Chuck
see it
up
properly.
there, 'cause it's detailed.
Otherwise, if you want to know what it looks like, just look up penis jizzing.
Actually.
Yeah. check
Actually,
it
no,
out.
don't do that.
Pride of
Don't
place.
actually.
Good.
Chloe.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, I thought it was
I've just
before.
got a bit of a request here.
Request?
We're going to put that on the table, and I'm kind of attached to it. So if you could just try not to spit half your drink on it.
Please don't
before
fuck it up.
You
the
know
end of
what?
the
Just
show.
tell Dan not to say that he sent
Please
my
don't,
nudes to
please
another
don't.
person.
It was. I thought you didn't get a. You didn't get a notification. Therefore, I thought the person I sent it to wasn't you.
She's just been really diligent. Has it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, just
Realistically, we would have found out because the person above your messages was my brother and the person below them was my mum. So it would have been like someone here could have just been like, "Hey, I got it instead," and that's it.
no, that's fine.
I'm sure it's nothing they haven't seen
No,
It's
before.
all good.
Hey,
It's fine.
what are you implying there?
Just walk around
That's
all
your
the time.
slut.
So what's new?
I'm Gloria. I'm 93 years old. And I'm a slut.
You?
we were driving on the way over here, and actually, it has something to do with that video that you showed me of all the kids shitting.
Oh,
that
God.
was fucked. We'll get to that in a minute. But we were driving on the motorway, and for some reason, I just started reciting Dave England, and I was just, it was like, "Is this the worst you've ever had to go boom boom?" No, I shit my pants at the fair. As we were driving over, I don't know what inspired that, but I was like, "Oh fuck, man, such a good line."
I loved.
And then we got here, and Dan was like, "Hey, check out this really funny video. It's just these kids shitting."
Kids, yeah, it was.
It was
fucked.
sad.
It's
It
like, I
fucked
feel
up.
bad for them. Obviously, like some asshole in that school has apparently someone spiked the food in the canteen at this school with laxatives, but they must have done it at a dangerously unsafe level.
For it to take effect that quickly.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about laxatives, but it's intense.
And it seemed like violent shitting and violent vomiting. People
Yeah.
were like fucking puking.
It was just ass piss. Like
Can't
kids were like just pulling down their pants
Yeah.
in the holes and
yeah,
just going
like press.
sploosh.
You know, like
No,
they did on
that's-
Jackass and stuff in CKY, where they're like up against the glass at a fancy restaurant. It's that,
It's that.
but out of desperation against a wall.
Yeah.
I was just so sad. I
was
was like,
fucked.
I was watching it. I'm like, this is so fucked up. And I'm like, oh man, this is really fucked up. And it
Yeah.
just got worse and worse and worse. And I was like, Dude, the internet's fucked up. Everyone's comparing Toad to Trump's dick.
Speaking of dick.
Why would you be so sacrilegious?
What?
What? No, the Toad and Trump thing. Why would you ruin perfectly good Nintendo?
Did you not see that on Twitter?
That's news to me.
Wow.
I was busy being at work.
That doesn't stop any of us.
I was shown that.
I don't have a job.
that video.
That's why it doesn't stop me.
The laxative one, while I was eating lunch. So it was extra disturbing. I had a mouthful of food and someone was just like,
I thought you were going to say a mouthful of turd, and I was just like...
well, it
You
felt
eating
like
gravy?
that.
Was it gravy? Were you having gravy?
It was actually steak. So
Was
it,
meat
had
pie?
it had gravy on it. It
It
was steak and chips. So it was kind of mushy and
That's
like,
good.
it's a consistency that
It's good.
your brain
Can't go wrong
flips
with
it pretty
steak and chips.
quickly.
Steak and chips is a good fucking go.
Can we
It
talk
is.
about the bat dick now?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Batcock.
Yeah.
Ever since you guys arrived, Chloe's just been talking to Gab about Batman's dick.
Not just me and
frothy.
Gab, all the ladies.
Since like 6 years ago when we met, Chloe's been all about that bat dick.
Batman's dick.
My cleaner was here today. And so I was in my room hiding, watching Critical Role, and I get a blip on my phone, and I check Girls Chat, and it's just Chloe's nickname in Girls Chat is Sugar Boobs, and so it just says Sugar Boobs sent a photo, and I checked it, and she was like, "Hey, how about that bat cock?" And I'm like, "The what now?"
Yeah. So is this... I like comics. I've read a lot of comics. I've not read a lot of comics as well because there's fucking millions out there. I don't ever recall seeing Batman's dick in
Oh, it's there now.
comics.
It's
It
out.
exists.
Is this the first time we've had Batman's dick in a comic?
I don't.
I'm
I'd
going to
have to.
assume so.
Yeah.
I'm not a big comic person, but I feel like it's something that wouldn't be making the headlines if it had been a recurring theme.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was headlines. These are my headlines right now. These two.
It was the top 3 thing on Twitter.
Okay.
Batcock.
I got
but not
home and it was
actually
the
called
first thing Gab
Batcock.
showed me.
Okay. Yeah. See what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
there's excitement here.
Yeah.
I got the message and I looked at it. And I'm like, how the fuck did I miss this? And I went onto Twitter and everyone's like, bat dick, and I was just like, there's the bat dick, and
Are
it was
we-
like a day after Trump dick,
Are
which
we
was
able to put
Toad.
up like a censored version of Bat Dick?
Let's
That totally
fucking
defeats
put it
the
up.
purpose.
Who gives a
It's
shit?
think
pretty
we can put the
censored
real thing
anyway.
up, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's like basically a
Silhouette.
silhouette. You can tell that it's uncircumcised, but it's a silhouette of the dick.
I thought it was.
No, it's
is
cut.
I mean, if
circumcised.
genital jousting
Didn't I say it
passes
was
and like
circumcised? I said
Uncircumcised.
the
my bad.
house
Yeah,
party
that's
game,
true.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
that's
we
true.
can get away with a bit
That's
of comic peen.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
got
bit of
cut
comic
dick.
book.
He got cut dick, and it's well hung.
I think just as important as the Bat Dick is the Croatian president,
You know what? I feel like
which is a topic that we're more interested in.
I'm very passionate about politics. You
I
might
know.
not know this about me, but I am.
Yeah. I love
Specifically-
all those Croatian laws.
What's her
Yeah.
name?
It was in Croatian when I saw it.
Yeah, I didn't actually see the name.
Yeah.
I was too swept off my
Engrossed.
feet. Yeah,
In the
engrossed.
politics.
Engrossed by her policies.
Yes.
Very, very big policies.
I
And
like
what are
how
the
she
top
rounds them
three-
out.
What are the
rounds-
top
she-
3 issues Croatia are facing right now, Joshy?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of pointy issues at play here.
Oh boy. Oh jeez. This brand, it's just taking a dive.
Oh,
We're fucking trash.
I like it.
No, it's great.
She upholds the law in a stiff kind of way.
She's firm but fair.
Yeah.
What else is happening? Oh my god. What else is
Must be
happening?
why they're
boobs
such a
just the best.
Such a
Boobs
perky
are-
country.
Okay, to be
Boobs aren't
fair,
firm.
what was her? They're like a bag of sand. I think I
Those
said
look
that
like
every
they
time.
would be.
What about that girl, the metal detector chick, digging with Brit?
Digging Brit.
Digging Brit.
That's Dan's favorite person on
All right,
YouTube.
so we'll do like I guess it's kind of like a shout out, right? You're doing a shout out. Let's just tag. I'm going to tag her. We'll tag her in the description.
We love her.
Digging Brit is someone that we just kind of tripped over.
You
And-
tripped over.
And
I
then
tripped
you-
over because I was like, Chloe, you're always like. I guess there's a story that I can talk about here as well, but you're always kind of like wearing tops and stuff that your boobs can't sort of stain all the time, or you're always wearing like, shirts that, and it's not like Chloe's fault; she's naturally gifted, and like
Thanks, babe.
that's all right. And so, there's always like attention on this kind of stuff, and there's a woman, like this lady, she's great on YouTube. She's really into digging stuff up.
Yeah.
She has a metal detector, and she goes around and digs shit up. She also does cooking videos and whatever else. Her name's Diggin' Brit. You can find her on YouTube now. She has like lots and lots of views on her videos, but she always wears like the coolest outfits when she's going digging, or she's like, out for a swim, or in the kitchen cooking up pie or something.
I like her because she is so bubbly
Yeah.
and like you watch her if you feel sad because she will make you feel better.
She's
I
so
feel like-
into what she does.
Yeah.
Is she not doing it tough though? Because that shirt had a big rip down the front.
I mean, I guess
Send her
I
some
just
money.
can't understand why that would be the case.
this far into your YouTube life, when you are in that kind of a setting, I guess you kind of always have to rip your shirt.
She's
Like,
got
I
that
would rip my
deserted
fucking
island
shirt.
feel.
Yeah.
Dan, rip your fucking shirt then. Not that one actually. That one's a nice one. It's a black star,
This is
black
my-
craft.
Yeah, this is my black craft Colt shirt.
What was the
They sent it to me.
What was the story you're gonna tell?
It was just like it was to add to the Chloe wears shirts that can't contain.
Is this the
booze.
thing?
This is just tonight. Like, you know, we could walk to the bottle shop and buy the beer, and then as we're leaving, the clerk who didn't serve us is standing at the back, and he taps the guy on the shoulder as we're walking out, and I look back, and he's like, like just talking about the fact that the girl you just served had big tits.
What about
Like-
Houston?
Simple creatures.
Oh, in the rocket?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because we tried to tell
We
the
have-
story
we have
last
one
week, but it
unicorn.
didn't work.
Yeah.
we got
that's true.
another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Chloe's, you can tell, it's your story.
No,
You're up
it
on
was
it. I
just-
haven't even actually retweeted them
This
because
is
I'm
one
like,
unicorn.
I don't know if I should.
It was one of my finest moments in history, as NASA definitely tends to make moments of. But like, I'm just reading all the different stories about all the Apollo missions, and all of a sudden I get Dan just grab my hand, and he's just like, hey, look over there. Look at the corner. Let's go there. I'm
Look
like,
at that
okay,
sweet
we're going to the
secluded corner over there where
No.
nobody's standing.
Yeah, go to the corner.
It's a really
Get there.
cool
I'm just
exhibit.
like, what?
Over here.
He's like, take your tits out. I'm like, oh, yes, okay. No, I literally just go.
I know, because you were wearing like strapless bra and you were
I
just
know.
like,
And it was
spaghetti
such a
straps.
coincidence. I did not even plan to do that day.
Well,
And it was just like,
that's
it's
a
a
lie.
sign from the God. Fuck off. It was
That's
not.
a lie.
Well, I was going to
Fuck
say, I
off.
like the reaction
Why?
was, oh yeah,
Yeah.
not why.
That's right. And the reason it was like that was because we had spoken about it earlier during the day where we were like, wouldn't it be funny if you were like one of the only people, and you're probably not, this is probably someone, like a lot of people have, you wore that shirt when we spoke about, this is great,
Yeah,
you wore it on
no,
purpose
I
for
wore
today's
it because
story.
I was like,
Fuck
my
yeah.
NASA shirt, we
Yeah.
didn't get to do it last
Yeah,
week,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to bring it out again.
Excellent, that's good timing. I just saw it then.
I
was like,
already flashed it at the camera while you were talking.
I'm sure like so many people have gone to NASA
Space.
and potentially
It's
take
pretty
an
cool.
opportunity like this. There is one corner at NASA where the big rocket is in the shed, and it's you can get deep enough into that corner to be there with like a camera, while the other person cuts everyone else's field of view out from them, and they can literally just go topless.
Yeah.
And we referred to that earlier on through a joke as the unicorn. And so the opportunity came up, and I was like, hey, the unicorn. And she was like, oh, okay. And we went and took the photo. So she acts surprised because Chloe needs to keep her innocence.
Do you know what was funny? Do you know what was funny when you guys like, hey, we went over to a corner and did this thing? I thought you were gonna say that he like fucking proposed to you, but I'm like, these
That
guys
already
are fucking
Already did that.
engaged, and I was
Yeah.
like, what have they possibly done? And Dan's going, and it's just Chloe standing there with the tits out in front of a rocket. I'm like, who would have thought to do that?
Yeah.
And I
We
was
were
more
like-
concerned about how shit my hair looked.
Nah, you look good. You look really good.
No one's
Wearing
worrying
a
about
hat.
the hair.
She was wearing a hat. But like, we were like, do we tag NASA? Because tagging NASA could be a bad thing.
Dang.
They won't let you
Get that
back.
Could be a bad thing.
No.
What I would love is
That's
for NASA
season
to be
pass.
like, we saw that in the security cam. Here's the footage. And I'd be like, yeah, NASA.
Hey NASA,
Get
if
on
you're
board.
listening, because you probably are, because you're a bunch of fucking spooks,
Nope.
you send us the footage of Chloe getting her tits out. Thanks.
Actually, I would
Okay, cool.
really appreciate that footage.
Chloe,
Thanks,
get your
NASA.
tits out.
I reckon if you went on to NASA's Instagram, had a little chat to them, don't tell them why you're there. Just be like, look, I really, is there somebody I can talk to about the CCTV footage?
Drop my wallet.
Just,
that
yeah,
day.
be like, I think I know where it was. I think it was in the hangar where, the big
Where the
rocket, the
rocket is.
one.
Saturn 5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, it was
think.
Saturn.
No, yeah, that was,
That'd be
yeah.
accurate. I think.
That's the one they strapped the Apollo Gubs to and
Yeah.
blasted them off into space.
It was
In saying
good.
that, besides like the unicorn photo, that was a fucking cool experience to be like against, like right up next to a rocket and
It's-
getting to see the details.
All
Oh.
those pipes, like
Holy
all
fuck.
the gubbins that goes into making a rocket.
Yeah.
It's just insane that they did that. Like,
Yeah.
Josh came
Yeah,
in his
50
pants
years
whole
ago.
day that he was at NASA. I was surprised that he was alive
I
by
was
the time he
nursing a
left.
semi. For a
Dude,
long
No,
time.
you would like just fucking cum explosion everywhere.
Well, it was,
I-
it was permanently on the way up and down at the same time. It was just like a constant flow.
I thought it would be cool, but then like after we had left, I literally looked at it and went, "That was such a good fucking
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
They've set that up so well."
I don't
It's
even
the
I don't
coolest shit
even
in it.
do the space thing. Like Josh was like, rockets in space are great. I'm sitting there and I'm like, the moon landing is fake. And I walked in there, I'm like,
gotta
fake,
start a war
fake,
here.
so fake. No, I know it's not fake.
It's flat Earth episode all over
yeah.
again.
I was like, but I was so happy that we went, and then we got Wendy's afterwards.
Yeah, and I was fucking mad as well.
Yeah, the
but, like,
Wendy's was great.
I'm such a, like I like Alien. I love anything like horror
Yeah,
movies
conspiracies
or,
and stuff.
Yeah, sci-fi films that have aliens in them and shit. I'm always all about like, there's got to be something out there. It's a
Oh,
big
for
fucking
fucking
place.
sure.
There's got to be something out there. So going into a place that has been up into that area, I was gonna say up into that space, up into that area. That's the fucking coolest thing. It's mad.
Yeah.
At a good time. You have a look on your face. Like you
I
wanna talk
do,
about
because you said space, and it finally clicked in my head. Space Jam 2!
I don't get that. I don't know when that happened. When did that happen? When did
Today.
they decide Space Jam 2 was a
Today.
thing?
something.
Don't look at
You've
me.
seen Space Jam, right?
Josh!
Actually, you know what? You know what? When I was in kindy, for days when it was rainy and we couldn't do sport, people would bring in videos.
And you'd watch
One of the
them.
videos was Space Jam. So I have seen Space Jam. I was just about 6 or 7. So I don't
Acceptable.
remember a whole lot about
Okay,
it.
no,
I mean,
that's
you've seen it.
acceptable.
You've seen
Yeah.
it?
So I've seen it, technically speaking.
Yeah, that's fair. You've seen it.
Now we can move on.
Apparently, there was a fuckload of like bad heat at LeBron James for being in this film, or the fact that they're casting LeBron James
Well,
into this. Okay, so he's like LeBron James is like
Even I know that.
very
Like
big, popular,
big.
great, highly fucking skilled basketball player.
Okay, basketball. Got it.
Highly sought after.
He's a god.
basketball player.
Right.
And like
Awesome.
he's practically like many people would argue, and I don't mean to step on toes because I don't even religiously watch basketball. I just enjoy the fact that basketball is rad. He's like the modern day Michael Jordan.
Okay, all right.
He's pretty much at that level
Okay.
at basketball. So it makes sense to me. Like when I look at it, I'm like, this will be fun because the dude actually has charisma too.
Yeah.
One thing Michael Jordan lacked in that
He was
fucking
so
film was
stiff.
yeah, the dude didn't have much like personality in that film. He was just a great fucking athlete.
Yeah.
And so having someone with a bit of charisma and the fucking skill in the basketball, basketball
Yeah.
realm is like sick. So I think it's gonna be fucking mad. I want Danny DeVito to come back and be the little boss man.
Who doesn't
No!
want Danny
It was Danny
DeVito?
DeVito.
Oh, wait, you mean the cartoon boss man? Because I'm thinking in my mind that I want Bill Murray to come back in the second
yeah.
one.
Bill fucking Murray.
Murray!
When we were on our little America tour and we were in good old Hollywood, Goat here, her mission was to go and get a photo with Danny
Danny
DeVito's star.
Yeah.
And she did it in the centerfold pose.
Yeah,
we may
so
have it on the screen right
laid all
now.
over it. Do
I
it.
felt really bad because Aretha Franklin's star was like a couple of meters up the way, and I'm just laying on the Walk of Fame, like, "Rrr," and everyone's crying in the background. I'm like, oh, I feel bad.
No,
Everyone
we're
can have
Australian.
the star
We
thereafter.
can get away with
Yeah,
it.
that's
fine.
true.
I think that
Danny DeVito was the only one where I was like, I walked past and I'm like, I need this.
He is a god among men.
He's the best.
He's like literally one of my most favorite Batman villains.
Yes, holy fuck,
yeah.
him
Yeah,
as Penguin
yes.
is
It's
like,
just iconic.
it's 100% what he was meant to be in the first place. I
Yeah.
reckon, like
I,
he just smashes. Have you seen that Batman movie?
Batman Returns.
You know what? I think I've seen a little bit of it.
It's got
I-
Catwoman in it. Michelle
I
Pfeiffer.
think you showed me a bit of it.
I don't have it, but
No,
maybe.
I-
Fuck,
feel
I've
like
got
we
all
have-
these. I've got them.
we
I've
have
got
the
them.
original
Maybe it was
VCR
here.
in there.
Maybe it was here that I saw a bit of it. Or on Netflix. I
I
don't
give
know.
it to you. You got to fuck them.
Yeah.
I've seen it at
You'll
least
love it.
50
Yeah.
times.
No, I
You'll love it
definitely
for the
have seen him
cinematography.
in the
Yeah.
little like
We watch it at least
penguin
once a
world
week.
thing.
Yeah. I segued us here though so that we could talk about Joker.
Yeah, you could have almost
Quinoa
done that. Almost
Phoenix.
Yeah.
shoehorned it in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Queen away.
I segued us here
Quinoa.
because there's been photos released of what's it,
Yakaween.
Joaquin. No,
Joaquin. It's
Yeah.
the
It is
opposite
like
of
a
quinoa.
pants.
Well, yeah,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Joaquin.
He.
Wah.
I'm surprised because one, we spoke about this on one of our I think it was the one where we used the thumbnail of me as Joker and you as
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Joaquin Phoenix being cast as Joker.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've released pictures of what he looks like without the makeup as the character in before he's Joker.
Yeah.
I am pleasantly surprised.
Me too.
He looks,
He
I've
looks
always
like a normal person.
Yeah.
Kind of like Heath Ledger's Joker was
That's
kind
why
of
I
normal.
like the look of it.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Heath Ledger's one, and that, like, without being huge into the comics or even the movies that much, that version of Joker is the way my head, like, is wired to see Joker.
Yes.
It's that sort of, like, very just,
Chaotic.
chaotic
normal
and off the wall,
person.
but, like, just wants to mess with things.
and I think the thing about that is that you look at Heath Ledger's Joker, they ended up doing some stuff to his face to give him those, the crinkled
Oh,
cracks in
yeah,
his
yeah,
paint
yeah,
and
I
yeah.
stuff.
don't know how I got these scars.
Yeah, one thing they fucked up on with what's his face, the one that was shit.
Leto.
Yeah. You look at him without the makeup, his face is, it's like, it doesn't have too much characteristics
Yeah.
to it. There isn't a hell of a lot
It's
going on.
very pretty,
Cheekbones,
but
yeah, cheekbones, nose, the brows, there isn't any heavy detail in
yeah,
there,
it doesn't
naturally.
feel like over the top.
Yeah.
It wasn't dramatic enough in a way that
It
it
was-
was
it
like
was-
It didn't give him any experience.
Yeah.
Like you would
Yeah.
expect the Joker would have gone through shit,
Shit.
and that was a face that did not go through any shit.
Yeah.
He just had a lot of, like, weird little face tattoos, didn't he?
Yeah, they tried to give him as much detail and characteristics to that face as they could. They gave him fucking grills and everything. Like, that's cool. That's a one direction that the Joker
Yeah.
could head. But one reason I've always wanted Willem Dafoe
Yes, it's because he's
is
got the
'cause
face
he's
for
got
it.
that face. He's got that I'm a man who's seen shit kind of face, you know?
And like the laugh smiles, but then
Yes.
like the heavy frown
Yeah.
smiles, and like just the way that his face has so much like story and character and shit. You
Yeah.
see, I saw the picture of Quinoa.
Yes.
He's in some of the
Oh God.
the pre-production
What a
photos.
deal.
He's like just kind of staring straight at the camera, and those were cool. There's one picture where he's interacting with a clown, and he looks really like taken back, and he's
Yeah.
kind of got a stance where he's really slender looking, like his hands look quite big and like kind of like almost like cartoonish, and he's turned to the side and he's got really pointy nose, really long chin,
Yeah.
and all of the wrinkles you can see, and I'm like, that's Joker.
Yeah.
I saw it and I'm like, this is desperate dude trying to save his family kind of thing, takes
Yeah.
a bad job and fucks up.
I think that he's going to be the sweetest dude to his wife. And if they have written a family in for him as
Yeah.
well, then I think he'll be the sweetest guy for it. But I think he's going to be the most fucked up, like, twisted person
Yeah.
that gets exposed to us later on.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for that because he's just got that look. And
He's
it's
just gonna,
Yeah, the
it's like
photo,
a
it's-
straw.
You can see, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like you can see it's a guy who's down on his luck, and he's he's just hanging by a thread,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you can see it like he's just gonna crack,
Yeah.
and then things are gonna get fun.
Is it safe to say that we're actually excited to see what
I'm
comes of
excited for
this?
him.
Yeah.
I have no faith in DC making movies, bar
No.
like Wonder Woman.
No.
Wonder Woman was really good, but like I've been fucked around by DC in the
Yeah,
past,
yeah.
and I'm like,
Well,
I'm
this-
hoping, like, I'm really hopeful for this. Like,
Yeah.
it's the first time I've kind of looked at it and been like, oh my god, that doesn't suck a bag of dicks.
This is going down a different path. This is down that whole crime story movie. It's
Yeah.
going to be like a PI, like a private investigator.
Kinda like
style
the-
movie.
The animated series, I thought it has elements of that kind of vibe
like
to
the
it. to me.
original animated series.
Yeah,
like,
the original animated series, like
Yeah.
that gangster, deep city,
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be
Like-
interesting. Yeah.
underground kind
Yeah.
of vibe.
Don't forget,
Like-
he becomes the Red Hood before he becomes a Joker. So
That's
Yeah.
right.
As long as they're not fighting like a demigod / alien at the end, and then the alien creature says, "You haven't got the balls," after speaking in like really hoity-toity,
Oh,
high-level
fuck, that was
language
such
the
a
entire
shit
time.
movie.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be
boy.
great.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Actually, do you know what did that as well? The Nun.
Yeah.
That did it sort of, as little as it's set up anyway.
Yeah.
Like it broke the sort of the moment,
Yep.
the fourth wall almost, by doing that same thing where they're like, they speak down to like street level, and it's like, come on,
Yeah.
just be like,
Stay in character for fuck's
yeah,
sake.
just,
don't
it's
break
supposed
character,
to be
you piece of
this
shit.
big being that's
You're better
Ominous.
than me. Don't fucking lower
Ominous.
yourself
Yeah,
to my
I
shit.
can't word today.
That's yeah.
I
it
do
is.
words good.
yeah.
I was trying to talk before we got here, and honestly, I was like, I'm not going to be able to. I can't. I'll push the buttons and be like,
Struggling.
do.
You just trip all over the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tripping over the tongue. Venom looks like turd. I mean,
I,
it looks cool.
I keep seeing trailers for it before I watch Critical Role.
Yep.
Critters. And every time I see it, I want to throw up. I'm like, I'm so angry.
I like the way the character looks,
Yeah, but
but they gave it a PG-13 rating because they want to be able to team up with Spider-Man later, which is fine. But at the same
guess.
time, you have Venom and Carnage, who are two of the most fucking outrageously violent and scariest Spider-Man
they're meant
villains
to be
you
like
can get.
evil incarnate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So-
cartoon scared me as a kid because of those characters.
I just feel like they're like just going and shooting themselves in the fucking foot because it's not going to
Is
be
that what he was
something
shooting? From this side, it didn't look like that.
I lifted my. Don't worry about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're-
I wish
they're
you were wearing a
fucking-
pink shorts.
No, well,
still.
there's
I've got
anyone
my
I
big
think.
socks on there.
You never shoot a guy in the dick
you-
butters. That's just weak.
I shot him in the dick. Shot me in the dick.
That wasn't where I was aiming.
Oh, well, if there's anyone who I think can pull off Venom on that note, I do think Tom Hardy will do a good job of it.
I think so. I think he has the acting ability. The dude is quite.
His voice is
Deep.
bizarre.
It's fucking weird.
It's so I love him.
I
Oh my
hated
god!
it.
But like he's just
Yeah.
he sounds so strange sometimes. Like I'm like not paying attention, making like clay charms and shit, and I hear and I'm like, is that Tom Hardy speaking again?
It's sexy strange.
It sounds like a balloon rubbing
sounded-
against a
he
couch.
sounded cool as,
so much worse.
Yes.
He was cool as Mad Max, but I didn't like it as Bane.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was turned on. Bane.
I think we're getting a
watched
bit
it
of an
today.
insight into Chloe there.
It's yeah. I'm
It's this
telling-
hyena piss. I'm telling you now. This
Yes.
thing is fucked
She's
up.
jacked on hyena piss.
Yeah.
You,
that-
you
that
post
half a
one
bottle
photo
of it.
of the girl with her tits out in front of a rocket, and she turns into a sex fiend.
Turns into yeah. All
I was
right,
gonna
that's what did it.
Just opens up to it.
Sure. All right. Whatever. Hey, does anybody remember what time we started this? Like actually started it.
It doesn't matter. That thing goes to the camera.
What?
You
Oh,
you got as many minutes as you got on there.
Oh, okay.
You-
We don't have that much time.
yeah,
We
no,
have
you
like
get
3 minutes.
I like how everybody's just spent the last like 20 seconds
Looking at it.
looking at us
We have a
looking at the
timer.
timer. We have a timer there.
because the camera, as is well documented, the camera stops at half an hour, so we have to keep an eye on these things.
Do we want to do an extra 10 or do we want to cut it and call it?
I feel like we powered through this thing.
Yeah.
Because we spoke for 15 minutes about like all the random things we had in last week's show.
Yeah. But that's good. That's like 2
Added
shows
some
in
stuff
one.
in, yeah.
This is what happens if
Yeah.
we just do one every 2 weeks. Then we get a dry run in the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah.
But we need to have a technological error for it to be as natural as what it
Yeah.
was.
I really
Well,
don't want that
we're
to
recording 2 laptops this time, so fingers crossed nothing went wrong.
Let's
Josh,
just
we,
leave it.
We have requests to get more photos of Chloe
Mhm.
in the nude on different objects. And then more photos of me taking photos of you taking photos of Chloe.
Okay.
So we'll work
Photoception.
out like a full blown.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do something. I want to do something with gel lighting
Yeah, done.
because I like the silhouette thing with Chloe. It works well.
Can I make a suggestion? Can we have one where I fluff up my boobs and Gabs just lays on them?
I like this suggestion.
I think we could probably work that in somehow.
I feel like we need to end on that note
Okay.
right now.
Let's end on that.
Do you want me to clap with my boobs to like celebrate?
You can
Guys,
clap
if
us
you're in
out.
shirt.
If you've liked
No,
the
wait.
video, just remember to like it and subscribe. We'll be back, I don't know, like next week or the week after, I don't know. Look for our game videos and stuff. Leave us a comment, follow us on Twitter, all the socials. Until next time, we'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Yay!